and it's heading towards 23, it's headed towards 16, and it's generally headed towards Jeffersonville. That's why we likely have that confirmed tornado. So we'll see what we have. Let's see. So a new tornado warning for Baldwin, Hancock, and Putnam County until 4:30. So this is just 8 miles to the east of Gray, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. We're going to take this one further to the north. Yep. So they just put that polygon out. This does include now Milledgeville. So you guys need to be weather aware up there. This is going to go until 4:30. This is for Baldwin, Hancock, and Putnam counties out there right now. This is pushing just to the north, it looks like, maybe of Milledgeville, but it's still a dangerous storm. And hey, let's add another one. Bleckley, Lawrence, and Pulaski County, you guys also have a tornado warning now. So we're going to go further south down this line. Now, I do want to mention that while we are talking about these, if you're on the other side of this, if you are on the west side of I-75, you're done. You can rest easy. You can chill out because we're done with our severe weather. If you are on the east side of I-75, we are in the thick of it right now, and we are continuing to see these tornado warnings. So this one that right now we have the new warning on is actually just a continuation of the Hawkinsville storm. So I'll go ahead and kind of pull that up right now. That is a tornado warning until 4:30. So Bleckley, Lawrence, and Pulaski counties, you guys are under this warning. This is headed towards Cochrane right now, Dudley and Montrose. This does not include Dublin. So I know we're saying Lawrence County, but it does not include either Dexter or Dublin right now. But we are going to go through the line. So we're already here. We're going to take a look at the velocity on this one as this moves closer into areas of Bleckley County. The center of circulation is generally headed towards the Cochrane area. So let's put that on there. Bleckley School by 4:08. Cochrane by 4:10. Bleckley County Hospital by 4:11. Cary by 4:18. This is giving you a really good kind of head start on this stuff. You got about 6 minutes before this is at Bleckley School or Porter. So that gives you enough time to get whatever you need to go into your safe place. Maybe grab a charger, maybe grab your phone, pull us up on live stream. We should be on Facebook as well. So we'll be keeping you updated here, but that is crossing out of Pulaski County right now. So Hawkinsville, you guys should be in the clear probably in the next couple of minutes or so. I'm going to go back up though into Twiggs County. This once again was our confirmed tornado. So we're still seeing a little bit. It's not as great of a signature there, but once again, we're getting closer to the radar and things can get muddied when you get this close to our radar picture. So right now, all of this is near the Bullard area, near Marlin, near District Path, and Jeffersonville. You should be making that way into your safe place right now. So yeah, I think I'm caught up on everything that's been new that's coming in. So this is going to all continue to work its way off to the north and to the east. We're going to put the tracker on everything right now because it's getting pretty messy, and it's going to get messier as it gets closer into that radar area. So as far as our timing is concerned, Marlin, you guys, you're pretty much in it right now. Richland Church, 4:06. Jeffersonville, if you're in or around Jeffersonville, you've got a couple minutes to find that safe place, to get comfortable, find a way to watch some coverage and get your warnings. Twiggs County High School, 4:12, 4:17, Providence Church. That's what we're seeing right now. Let's see, let's get out a little bit further and go back up to our newest tornado warning. That one's going to be the one that right now is right around the Milledgeville area. So this tornado warning does include the Meriwether area. It includes Milledgeville right now. You guys should just be in your safe place already, kind of right on the line, but still within the polygon that we're seeing that. As far as our velocity product on this one, it is a little bit messier, but I would say that as far as the winds and stuff are concerned, this is going to be a very strong storm moving through. So 62-mile-per-hour wind gusts, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts would not be out of the question with this storm as well. But it doesn't look like the circulation's quite as good as when we got that confirmed warning. So you can see how it kind of moved in, and then we don't really have that strong rotation that we had before. That being said, there's no reason to get out of your safe place. You're already there. you're already comfortable, just wait it out until this warning is over. At this point, that is going to be, let's see. Honestly, probably not that long. These things are really moving out here. So that goes until 4:30. So you got about 25 minutes on that warning, but the National Weather Service has really been kind of cutting these off pretty quickly as they move out of the warned area. So right now, northern Baldwin County, if you're in Milledgeville, if you're north of Milledgeville, you need to be in your safe place. This is moving into Hancock County as well. So we're going to start to see that kind of threatening more of the area of far western Hancock County this evening. Devereaux area, Sandy Run, really kind of where we're going to see that working its way through. But right now, kind of Meriwether, you guys are seeing the worst of this. Moving into Log Cabin Road in Baldwin County, Milledgeville, you guys are seeing some heavy rain there as well. All right, so just kind of big picture, if you're just joining us, we do still have a tornado watch issued for much of middle Georgia that is being trimmed away pretty systematically as these storms roll through. But up and down this line, we have got tornado warnings across the area, and we are really just going to kind of see that until this line finally moves out. So we're going to take this out closer to home. We have got, let's see, 3 tornado warnings active right now. Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Bleckley, Dodge, Johnson, Lawrence, Pulaski, and Telfair County. And the tornado warning continues for Twiggs and Wilkinson County. So Houston County, you guys are done. You can breathe a sigh of relief. If you see any damage, once again, and it's safe to go out there and check it, feel free to send us a message of what you're seeing, but you can also send us a look at kind of what you're seeing in our area, including pictures or anything. Feel free to send those to news@41NBC or weather@41NBC.com, and we'll try and get those up, and also get those over to the National Weather Service. So we're going to start down here. This is our storm that's getting a little bit closer to the radar. Once again, this is a continuing tornado warning. This one now is back to radar indicated, which means that we have lost that tornado debris signature out there for right now, which is good news. It means we don't necessarily have a confirmed tornado, but we do see that around 4:15 is how long this warning goes through. It's getting a lot closer now into this area by the radar. We're continuing to see just some of these stronger pockets of winds rotating around here as well. So if you're on I-16, you're close to the Jeffersonville area, you are going to need to find your safe place right now. We're also getting some reports from some of the other storms a little bit earlier that we have power lines down in Macon County, so more reports of damage are continuing. We did actually see a tornado debris signature on that a little bit earlier. So the good news is, like I said, we're no longer seeing that confirmed tornado on this one. This is now radar indicated. However, we did have a confirmed tornado earlier that looked like there's probably going to be at least a lot of trees down from it. Hopefully nothing more than that as that passed through Houston County. So we'll start back up here. Right now that system, like I said, moving through Baldwin County, it's really starting to break down a little bit. So some good news there. Hopefully we can get that one kind of moved out. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for areas of Baldwin, Jones, Twiggs, and Wilkinson County. And tornado warning has now expired for Pulaski County. So like I said, we're just kind of playing catch up right now. But Pulaski County, you guys are done. You are out of this. So some good news there. I'm going to go ahead and switch over our camera view since we are out of that one. Centerville's fine. So let's go to Dublin and see what we can see, because that's really kind of our last lingering spot right now. Okay. Got a lot going on today, y'all. So tornado watch has been continued for much of middle Georgia. We just got this down from the Storm Prediction Center. That being said, some counties are out of it. But pretty much if you're on the west side of I-75, you're probably done with any kind of severe weather, which is some good news. But we continue with several tornado warnings right now. So heading into areas of Hancock County. Like I said, velocity really not showing a lot right now. I would say that this is kind of breaking down. This is still continuing for the next 5 minutes or so, I believe. We head down further to the south. This is the one that was a confirmed tornado that's now working its way closer to the actual radar site. So we continue to see some pockets of some stronger rain or some stronger winds with this, 67, 70 miles per hour with this right now. We'll also go down further to the south because we had another storm down here that right now is moving through Cochrane. So you guys should be in your safe place in Cochrane. The latest part of this circulation is really kind of pushing through there right now. Go back to our radar picture, kind of see a better idea of this. Put the tracker on. So we're looking at Cochrane right now, pretty much 411. Goldsboro 422 for the timing on that one. Beulah Springs Church 424. Rebbe 425. So as this moves into northern portions of Lawrence County, I guess western portions of Lawrence County, I still think that it's going to miss kind of some of the worst of it in Dublin. So hopefully, we're fingers crossed that that continues. Let's take a look a little bit closer, see if we see anything kind of continuing as far as any kind of, oh, there we go. Looks like maybe we got a little bit of debris with this storm that looked like it was kind of breaking down a little bit further in northern portions of Baldwin County. So we head up to the northeast of Meriwether. This is about to move into Hancock County. Let's see. So this is going to push into Hancock County. We'll go ahead and put this track on that. So Rockmill Church, 411. You guys likely to see this move through. Mount Moriah Church and Island Creek Church. These are the areas that we've got coming up right now. So Baldwin and Hancock County, that still goes until 4:30. Located just east of Meriwether, 5 miles north of Milledgeville, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. So let's see. Yeah, moving into Hancock County pretty quickly. We're seeing that really just kind of trying to wrap up a little bit now that it's trying to look more impressive out here. Around 441 right now is where we're seeing that circulation a little bit. So possible tornado moving over our radar right now. I guess we'll find out pretty soon if there is an actual tornado down there because we need the radar data, and it's moving right over this Jeffersonville site. You can see right here, this is that circulation. So it's just to the north of I-16, headed towards the Jeffersonville radar site. If you live near the Jeffersonville radar site, you know you kind of live in that dome of silence. So we're not going to know anything for a little while once this passes over, but that is generally where it's headed. And we've had that tornado warning on this for a while. But let's see, let's check out some winds. 74 mile per hour winds this close to the radar is actually going to be pretty close to the surface. So you should be in your safe place. You should be hunkering down, holding on at this point. So now we have a confirmed observed tornado over Jeffersonville moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. This is a now confirmed tornado that is moving over our radar site right now over in the Jeffersonville area. So also, if you would like to report any damage from some of those tornadoes that we've seen move through, we had that confirmed tornado here in Bibb County. You need to report that damage. The non-emergency line for Macon-Bibb County. So that's going to be 833-535-4362. That's to report damage to help get cleanup out to your area from Macon-Bibb County. That's the non-emergency line. I'll read it again right now. 833-535-4362. So right now we've got a confirmed tornado pushing over our radar site in Jeffersonville in Twiggs County area. This is what we call the cone of silence because you just really can't see anything at this point. But I will go ahead and kind of take this back a second because this was right kind of moving in. You could see how it dropped for a little while and then we started to get more of this kind of showing up on our radar picture. So this is a pretty scary situation. Jeffersonville, you should absolutely be in your safe place right now. We are going to go back because we're not going to get any more data from here right now. So we're going to go ahead and kind of take this back, look at our other tornado warnings, and just kind of wait and hope that we keep that radar site up right now. So we'll go back up here to Baldwin County real quick. Milledgeville, you guys are no longer within this warning. It's going to be all about this small area right here where we've been seeing that circulation. That's going to continue to make its way into Hancock County. We're going to check our velocity product. We still got a lot of wind on this, regardless of whether we've got the rotation, which it does look like we do. We're going to continue to see that working its way into Hancock County. So tornado warning for Bleckley, Dodge, Lawrence County. This is for the storm near Cochrane, moving northeast at around 50 miles an hour. So we are going to go back down south. We're traveling all of middle Georgia today. Yeah, you can see that signature looks even better as that's crossing over. I'll show you the newest tornado warning that's been issued. So this one is really just to the south of the other one that we were watching. This one is going to stop right at I-16. I'll also note that with some of these that you see further to our south, we're getting a lot more in the way of lightning. So that's a signal that we are seeing strengthening with these storms this afternoon. So if you are in Lawrence County, if you're in Dexter, if you are in Rents, if you are south of I-16, you need to find your safe place right now. So this one's going to be Chester and Dexter are within this new warning. This one goes until 4:45 for Bleckley, Dodge, and Lawrence County. So we can see that main circulation is kind of pushing out and into areas of Lawrence County this afternoon. Go ahead and put this back on because this is really, it's two separate circulations, all part of this same line. And I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up getting something from this little circulation right here by the end of the afternoon. So just a heads up on that one. That's something that we're looking at the moment. But we do have the confirmed tornado that just passed over our radar site, or at least near our radar site. You can see that it's a little messy there right now. But it does look like the radar site has stayed up. So we're going to call that good for right now. We're going to come down here to this storm just out to the east of Cochrane. It is heading towards the Chester area, towards Yonkers. It's also near the Fraser area. So this is going to be continuing to push further to the north and to the east. I'm just going to give you a pretty large swath with this one. So Roddy by 4:19. You guys have time. You got about 2 minutes to get into your safe place, give or take, but I would go there right now. Yonkers by 4:21, Chester by 4:25, Kewanee by 4:30, and Dexter by 4:32. All right, latest reports. Okay, so those are just flood warnings. So we're still all kind of on the storms that we know about already. Those are moving towards Dexter, like I said. Staying right now to the north of the Cadwell area. We're just going to have to watch all these really closely because these circulations are really just kind of spinning up along this main line, which we knew would be a possibility from looking at things yesterday and today. So trying to see, it does look like we could still have some debris out there as that passed over. So a confirmed tornado warning still issued with this storm as it passes through the Jeffersonville area and in towards Wilkinson County, Irwinton. You guys are going to be under the gun with this storm. So I hope that you're getting those warnings in and making your plan to kind of move in. So a confirmed tornado now located over Roddy near Cochrane, northeast at 5 miles per hour. That's the one that we were, or northeast at 50 miles per hour. That's the one that we were just looking at. So this is the Roddy area that you're seeing right here. This is our confirmed tornado. We'll go ahead and check our CC values right now. Yeah, so that is definitely a debris signature that you're getting just to the north of Roddy. This is headed towards the Yonkers area. We just kind of called you guys out. Let's see, Frank Brown Road, West Chicken Road. You guys should be in your safe place already because that debris ball is right on you. Nicholson Carr Road, Old Yonkers Road, Chester. Chester, you need to be getting ready right now. You guys are directly in the path of this storm, and I know it seems like it's kind of far away. It seems like it's across the county. It's not. It's right there, and this is now a confirmed tornado. So we're going to go ahead and put our velocity back on as this gets closer. You are going to see kind of this surge of wind right before you get to the circulation. So that's maybe why it might be confusing if you're further to the north, but this confirmed tornado right now, That is just to the north of Roddy. Like we said, heading towards the Yonkers area, headed towards the Chester area. So Macedonia Church, we've already talked about you guys. Yonkers, this is going to be here at about 2 to 3 minutes. Chester, 427. Chester Elementary School, 427. This is your time to be in your safe place. We've talked about it before, but you guys are kind of just getting in on the act now. So you need to go to the lowest level of your home, put as many walls between you and this confirmed tornado as possible. You need to have a way to kind of stay in touch with the world. So take your phone with you, take your phone into the bathroom, take it into the bathtub, take it into the basement, get on a live stream. Just have a way to stay updated, because you don't want to come out of your safe place until this thing is all the way gone at this point. We are seeing, like I said, several different circulations. So the tornado warning for Twiggs County has now been canceled. However, that whole system is now moving into areas of Wilkinson County. This new one goes until 4:45. Got a lot going on. So we're going to move back up into Wilkinson County, because this is, like we said, it was a confirmed tornado as that passed over Jeffersonville. We are now getting some reports, though, from Bibb County near Payne City. That tornado report, homes destroyed, trees and power lines down on Thornwood Drive near Rosa Taylor Elementary School. So if you are heading that way, know that it's going to be a little bit of a mess trying to get over there. I definitely would not head that way right now. We're trying to get everybody to places that they can get things cleaned up. And once again, if you do need to have some help from the county to clean things up, you can call the Macon Bibb non-emergency line at 833-535-4362. We're going to get back into this, though, because we have still got a lot going on. So as this storm pushes into Wilkinson County, we still have that tornado warning. I'll go ahead and show that to you on our other radar view. So just to the south of Irwinton, this actually does not include Irwinton right now. This does include Toomsboro, though. This goes until 4:45. So if you are within that box, then you should be in your safe place already. This is moving at 55 miles per hour. So this is a very fast moving storm right now, but it's continuing that trek further off to the north and to the east. We head down a little bit further to the south. Like I said, we've got these two storms right now pushing from areas of Bleckley County and areas of Pulaski County into Lawrence County. So right now our confirmed tornado is this one that is headed right now just to the north of Yonkers, but headed towards Chester, Alcorns. Even Roland, you guys could absolutely kind of be in the path of this storm. So we're looking at Macedonia Church pretty much right now. You guys are dealing with this. The Yonkers area, you guys are seeing that 422, Chester 427, Chester Elementary School 427, Alcorns by 430. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning that is for Johnson, Twiggs, Washington, and Wilkinson County. So we'll go ahead and kind of pull this one out. I also do want to say that they have expired our far northern tornado warning, they said. So as that moves out, let's see if we've still got any kind of rotation moving into Hancock County. Still seeing a little bit near the Devereaux area, but it does look like that's going to be allowed to expire at the moment. So we're going to get back down. We have 3 current tornado warnings. We have, I jinxed it, 4 current tornado warnings. We do now go down to the Abbeville area. That was the one we were looking at a little bit earlier. This is where we're starting to see more of that rotation right now, just to the south of Abbeville. If you are in Abbeville, you should be taking shelter right now, because it is right on top of you guys pretty much. This is going to be once again moving to the north and to the east. So Milan, Chauncey, you guys should be ready for this one. You are within that warning. It looks like Milan's within the warning. Rhine, all within this tornado warning as that moves to the north and to the east. I'll go ahead and click on this one so we can have a better idea of when we are seeing these warnings through. So this is going to be Dodge, Telfair, and Wilcox County until 5 p.m. So we've got a long ways to go on this one. This does include Abbeville, Helena, Milan, and Rhine. So this is over Antioch Church, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So once again, these are trucking. These tornadoes are trucking out there right now. They are moving very quickly. We have already seen damage for tornadoes today, so you have to take these really seriously. Finding the safe place, contacting people who are in the path of these storms. Pretty much along this entire line right here is where we've been seeing a lot of this tornado activity, and it looks like we just got one of these kind of cut down a little bit as this heads from Bleckley County into Lawrence County. So let's see. I think I might try and move our camera that's in Dublin so we can see a little bit better. So this is a look right now from our 41 sky view in Dublin. It doesn't look too impressive, and really kind of the thing with all of these storms today is that anything you were looking at was probably going to be rain wrapped if you were trying to go out chasing anything today, which as someone who was chasing the south, I wouldn't, because we got a lot of trees here. This is looking kind of closer to the north, not seeing a whole lot up there. So we'll head back to the west on our camera view. Always good to just kind of keep an eye out on these cameras because sometimes you can catch some pretty wild stuff. But we are going to get back to our chat window. So tornado warning continues for Bleckley and Lawrence County until 4:30. We also have the new one down there, Dodge, Telfair, and Wilcox. Once again, if you are just joining us, this line is really going to be kind of the last little bit of severe storms that we see out there today. This is the last part of the tornado threat that we see out there today. It's this one line as that continues to work its way through. That being said, we've still got the warnings out here. So we are going to head towards Irwinton, Wilkinson County. This has been a confirmed tornado. We've had damage with this. We've had the debris ball. We've seen things being picked up by that radar. And now this is going to start to try and push a little bit towards 441. Let's see. Yeah, 441 is kind of the best I can get you right now. Not a whole lot in the way of cities out here, which is good news when you have the tornadoes coming through. It's going to be north of Nicholsville at this point. I will say Toomsboro is within this warning, so you guys should be in your safe place. Irwinton, however, is not within the warning polygon, so you can see that goes just to the south of Irwinton. Also, it is very close to the radar, so it's kind of hard to see things out there for the moment. But we do have what looks to be a little bit of a TDS right here. So we're going to watch this one closely as that crosses over 441. If you're in between 96 and 441, you should definitely be in your safe place already because that's kind of where we're seeing this conjunction. Just to the northwest of Nicholsville at this point, this is headed towards the old Toomsboro Road exit or area, headed generally towards Toomsboro Beach Hill area. We're going to put a tracker back on this one as well because that is approaching 441 right now. Okay, Calvary Hill Church. If you know where that is, if you live right by it, you should be in the safe place. Ebenezer Church by 4:35, so you've got about 7 minutes of lead time on this one. Toomsboro by 4:36, Union Hill Church by 4:38, and Beach Hill by 4:41. So this is your heads up on the storm as it moves through. We now have, so Weather Service now says this one is a confirmed tornado. We have the TDS on it, so that's how we know that that is confirmed, and that is moving east at, let's see. Oh, it's moving directly east at 45 miles per hour. So we are going to change our trajectory, I guess. Still got a northeasterly component. Sorry, this is what happens when you have to think and talk at the same time. Toomsboro, you should still be in your safe place. Calvary Hill Church, 430. Ebenezer Church, 436. Jordan Stream Church, 436. Beach Hill, 441. Pretty much if you are in between 441 and the Wilkinson County line, you should be in your safe place because that is the direction that this is going. Once again, we have this area of debris right here that we are picking up on our radar right now. So this is a confirmed tornado on the ground. This is lofting debris into the air right now, and that's going to continue to make its way to the north and to the east. So this is headed towards the Beach Hill area. We're going to go ahead and go down further to the south as well, because we are continuing to see another tornado that's crossing over towards the Dexter area. So this has moved north of Chester. It's just north of Alcorns right now, but still very close in that direction as well. You can see the center of circulation is actually over Roland, but all of this is headed towards the Dexter area, towards I-16 in parts of Lawrence County. So this is a dangerous situation right now with these storms. This is what it looks like on reflectivity. So kind of a weird look for the storms at the moment. This is our lingering tornado warning. So Dudley, you guys are actually fine right now, it looks like, unless we get a new warning coming out soon. So right now we have our confirmed tornado about to cross 441 in Wilkinson County. And we also have this current tornado warning that is moving into areas of Lawrence County. Tornado warning continues for Dodge and Telfair counties as well. So we'll go down here to this one as well. So this is the one that has just moved out of the Abbeville area into Rhine, headed towards Milan on 280. So it's kind of headed towards the north and to the east. Chauncey, McRae, you're just outside of this current warning, but it's definitely something that we are watching very closely as we're heading into the evening, because you see this kind of wrapping up right here, right at 280. That's that rotation out there right now. We'll see if this one is confirmed or not. We're seeing a little bit, but I don't think that this is really a TDS right now. So this is just radar indicated. So we're going to go back up to our systems that have kind of confirmed stuff. So let's take a look. As far as that velocity is concerned, it's still kind of just pushing into Lawrence County. So that's going to be like right where we're looking at it. So just out to the north and east of Roland. Hillbridge Road, you should be in your safe place. Lord Dexter Road, you should be in your safe place. Hillbridge Road in your safe place. And really kind of anywhere up to I-16. This is heading towards the Dublin area. So it's something that we're watching pretty closely right now as that tracks further to the north. We also still have our confirmed system right now that's moving into Wilkinson County, or is in Wilkinson County, just to the east of 441, has already kind of crossed over there. So radar indicated tornado warning for Lawrence County, northeast of Eastman, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. All right, this is our new one. This now includes Rents. It now includes southern portions of Lawrence County. So this is just radar indicated. This one is not necessarily a confirmed tornado, but you do see kind of up and down Lawrence County along this line. We have got several areas. This one right now that's just out to the east of Roland really has some of the best rotation that we've seen for much of the day. So that one right there is continuing to move to the north and to the east. Dexter, you guys are still close enough that this it's probably a problem for you, so you should be in your safe place. But this is heading towards Kewanee, towards I-16 right now, and generally I would say towards Dudley as well. So you guys need to be finding that safe place. We now have the observed tornado tag, confirmed tornado tag for Dodge and Telfair County. This one is 8 miles to the east of Abbeville, moving at 75 miles an hour. So we're going to get back to that one real quick, because that is a fast mover. 75 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and put this tracker on. It's over Rhine right now. I would say, Milan, you should still be in your safe place, because this is just kind of too close to take a chance. But with how fast this is moving, look at this. Chauncey by 441. So you've still got some time. You've still got some time, but it's moving fast. Accord by 445. Mount Olivet Church by 448. This is a fast mover. This is a confirmed tornado. I'll go ahead and show you where we've got that debris signature right now. So kind of right over the Rhine area. We're seeing that little bit of debris, but this is considered a confirmed tornado that we've seen with this one. Also getting closer to Lawrence County and over in Wilkinson County. We have several confirmed tornadoes right now that are moving through the area. So that's headed towards I-16. Starting to see that get closer to the Kewanee area. It is just to the north of Dexter. I-16 kind of near that exit right there for Dudley. And Haskins Crossing. You guys are going to be pretty close to it. All right, so we are continuing our tornado warning for Lawrence County for the confirmed tornado northwest of Dexter. That's the one we're just talking about. This one is now moving at 35 miles per hour. So this one's starting to actually go a little bit slower, probably as it's trying to kind of climb a little bit further to the north. So we are going to put the newest tracker on this one. So to the northeast, like I said, this one has definitely slowed down. So Kewanee by 439, Shoemake by 445, 450 to Moores, Dublin 457. So that gives you plenty of time to go ahead and find those safe places because this is a confirmed tornado. It is moving a little bit slower, but I would say, I mean, in Dublin, you've already kind of got the heads up. Just go ahead to your safe place. Hunker down, get ready, get some snacks because this is going to be kind of a long day for all of us. Let's see. This is generally looking towards the southwest, so hopefully our camera can pick something up. Right now it's just rain, and it's really kind of been bad luck trying to get anything all day on that camera because everything has been so rain wrapped, and that's why you just shouldn't go out there trying to see things today because everything is going to be pretty much rain wrapped. But I do kind of want to show you it's not just us today. We've got tornado warnings in South Carolina. We've got tornado warnings in Alabama all the way down to parts of Florida. So it's all of us seeing this line move through. We do know that that's, kind of something we knew ahead of time that was going to happen. But I will take us back to the tornado warnings. I also want to give you the latest updates. Taylor County EMA director says there's been significant amount of damage caused by severe weather. There's tornadoes, reports of trees and power lines down, structural damage, roads are blocked, reports a motor vehicle accident. Thankfully, so far, we haven't had any injuries from Taylor County, so that is some good news. It started near Mock and moved across the east into the Fickley Mill area. So that was one that we were tracking. Our Taylor County EMA director does say that if it's possible, residents should stay put, avoid going out into the roadways, and call 911 if you need assistance. So we are continuing to get in those reports of damage, but like I said, we still have more damage to go because we have confirmed tornadoes kind of up and down from areas of Hancock County now. You can see this one has been issued for the Sparta area. Let's come up here. So we are seeing that little bit of rotation continuing. Let's see if we've got anything. It does not look like we're picking anything up on our debris tracker. So that is good news, but still seeing that rotation as this moves out of Hancock County. So Sparta, you guys are probably still dealing with it right now, but that's headed towards the Mayfield area and generally headed up 22 towards the Jewel area and Culverton. So Sparta, you guys, now that latest radar scan, pretty much out of it. Let's check the latest. Let's see, so we are continuing severe thunderstorm warnings. But mostly, let's see on this one. So this goes until 5:15, this new severe thunderstorm warning. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as that continues to move towards Johnson, Washington, and through the rest of Wilkinson County. There is the potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this storm as that continues to move through. Tornado warning continuing, though, for Hancock County as that rotation is over Culverton that we were just talking about up there. So all the updates coming in at one time. Let's head further to the south because we've been tracking that Wilkinson one for a while. And really, Lawrence County is kind of where it's at with all these storms at the moment. We have been seeing the rotation. We have been seeing the confirmed tornadoes. And right now, really just to the south of Rentz, we're seeing this really trying to wrap up as it's going to cross over 319. So let's take a look, see if we have anything. So we're still seeing that's moving just to the south of Dudley right now. But it looks like that's kind of a mess. So we'll continue with our velocity product. They just canceled one of our tornado warnings. So we're going to get that one off the board. We also have to head further to the south. We do still have a confirmed tornado down that's about to push through the Milan area. Let's see if it's still confirmed. So less impressive as far as any type of debris out there for right now. But we do still have that velocity showing that little bit of a couplet that's about to pass through Milan and generally headed towards, let's see. This is the one that was moving real fast. So Milan, it's there right now. Sweet Home Church by 440, so right now. Providence Church by 444. Little Ocmulgee State Park and Lodge by 449 is really kind of what we're seeing with this one right here. So it's right over Milan is where we're seeing that circulation. Poplar Hill, it's going to go probably just to the north of McRae, but if you're in McRae, you might want to just kind of find that safe spot anyways, because you guys are just outside of that tornado polygon. Chauncey, you guys are also likely seeing a good bit of heavy rain, gusty winds, and maybe some of that circulation as well. As we take a look, let's get further to the north. You head into Lawrence County, you head towards the Dublin area. It's really just kind of like snaking around Dublin right now where we're seeing these tornado warnings. The one near Rentz is probably the strongest one right now because that is where we are seeing all of this lightning. This one once again goes until 5 p.m. So you got about 19 minutes as this heads towards Trootland County. Currently, the warning stays mostly below I-16 for right now, but that's just kind of what we got going on at the moment. So we'll take a look. This is really kind of our best area of circulation that we're seeing in Lawrence County. We'll go ahead and put the tracker on this one. I believe that this one is going, let's see, 35 miles per hour. So it's not moving super fast. So we're looking at Southwest Lawrence Middle by 442, Pearl Church by 453, Blue Spring Church by 501, Rockledge by 505. All right, so the tornado warning for Wilkinson County has been expired. That is some good news as this system moves out. Hopefully it can start to calm down a little bit as we are moving into the week. So this one is now just a severe thunderstorm warning that's pushing into the Oconee area. We are not seeing the rotation with this one. Yeah, you can see it's really just kind of falling apart, which is all good news. Once again, we continue with the good news there. You head up further to the north as that system kind of heads out of Hancock County. We shouldn't really be having to deal with that one much more. That circulation is really kind of almost entirely out of Hancock County, which means you guys are going to be in the clear probably within the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. So some good news as we are heading into the evening. A lot more counties are being cleared from that severe weather. Wilkinson County, you guys are pretty much being cleared because you can see on the other side of all of this mess of tornado warnings, it's just rain. And it's mostly just light rain. So we should be getting a little bit of a break. I'm going to check in now with my National Weather Service chat. So yeah, just getting some reports of damage from around Bibb County. We're getting those from our emergency manager, Spencer Hawkins. He's saying that we have reports of damage for the Midtown area, trees down, power lines down, traffic signals are non-operational. If you don't have to go anywhere this afternoon, don't go anywhere this afternoon. Says near the Wesleyan Woods to Napier area, moving east through Wimbish Road, across I-75 to the Ocmulgee River area. Okay, So that's our damage here in Bibb County. If you have more damage than that, you can feel free to report it to us. Find us on our Facebook page. Send it to news@41nbc.com, weather@41nbc.com, especially if you have pictures of that, but don't get out there if it's not safe. So just stay inside if you can. We also have a tornado warning that's been continued for Lawrence County. So we are going to get back to this one. All right, y'all, we're almost done. There's some good news out here. Almost done. We continue with these two. So I'll go to the one that we just got continued in Lawrence County. Dublin, seeing some very heavy rain right now. I think I'm going to try and move our camera around once again so we can kind of get a better idea, at least of maybe some ground truth for anything that we're seeing out there. But this is in downtown Dublin, so as far as what we can see, it might not be great. You can see it's pretty windy in downtown Dublin right now. But this is going to be looking generally towards the south. So despite everything, it's not even really that dark out there right now. That doesn't mean that there's not severe weather, because there definitely have been some severe storms for most of the day. But this is going to be moving, it's really to the south and to the east of downtown Dublin, where we're seeing this latest tornado warning. It's even south of I-16, and it is going to be headed generally towards Trootland County. So let's see how fast this one's going. 55 miles per hour. So this one is picking up speed, which is, once again, good news if you're ready to see things get out of here and end up with just kind of a rainy evening. So this is going to be headed towards the Blue Spring Church area by 4:55 or so, Rockledge by 4:57, Orland by 4:59, Hebron Church by 5:03, and headed towards Blackville by 5:04. So that is our latest tracking on that one. We're going to head back down to the south because we had this one that was just trucking down here. Now moving towards the Chauncey and Accord areas, and we're not seeing a ton of really great circulation down here. So some more good news kind of as this system works its way out of parts of middle Georgia. We'll say that we got a little bit of kind of an undulation up here just to the north of downtown Dublin, so we're going to have to keep watching that one pretty closely. But in general, most of this looks like it's kind of getting out of here. It's not a great structure on our reflectivity product, which is more good news. So we are going to head south, where we're really kind of getting the last of this inflow. I will say that, like, we've got a few of these tornado-warned storms down closer to Tifton and Ashburn. These are going to try and kind of swipe our southern counties, so we're going to have to watch those really closely for right now. But in general, it's mostly going to be these two storms that we continue to see in Lawrence County, pushing towards Trootland County, and also down here in Dodge County that's moving towards McRae. We now have a new severe thunderstorm warning just kind of for the rest of this line. I'll actually go ahead and take off our radar product just because we have so many polygons, just so you can see where everything is at right now. A lot going on. So the severe thunderstorm warning goes for Montgomery, Toombs, Trootland, and Wheeler County. And that goes until 5:30. So you've got about 45 minutes on that one. We are looking at 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and penny-sized hail possible with that. But right now it looks like we've got some pretty isolated tornado warnings, which is really good news heading into the rest of the evening. We'll go ahead and throw back on our radar product because I do kind of want to give everybody, once again, the all clear a little bit. So let's see. If you are on, let's see, we'll just take that off. If you are on this side of the line, if you are in Macon, if you are in Perry, if you're in Forsyth, you guys are done with your severe weather threat. If you're in Vienna, you're done with your severe weather threat for tonight. This line is continuing to move off to the east, and as that happens, more of us are going to get taken out of our tornado watch, and more of us will start to see some much calmer weather, including mostly just some heavy rain. Just some pockets of some heavy rain as we're heading into the rest of the evening. So we're going to get our velocity product on here just to kind of see what we've got. Sometimes it's better just to like step back for a second and kind of have an idea of what you're looking at. But we continue to see a little bit of that rotation right now just to the south of I-16, headed generally towards Trootland County. I'll go ahead and kind of take that back a little bit just so you can see how that evolves and how we've got kind of rotation kind of breaking down a little bit. It definitely doesn't look as tight as what we're seeing out there. But in general, a lot of this is thankfully breaking down. So right now, tornado warning continues. Got a lot of lightning on this storm right now that is to the south and to the east of Dublin. Also, this will be heading generally towards the Soperton area, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for it, but that's why we have that new severe thunderstorm warning that was issued for much of the area. And then you take a look at our other tornado warning, and this one kind of running out of its area at this point, headed generally towards the Alamo area, towards Wheeler County, but it does not look as impressive as far as that circulation is concerned, especially considering that we had a confirmed tornado on it earlier. So more good news there, something to definitely be thankful for. This one was tornado warning until 5 p.m. So we got about 10 more minutes on that particular warning. That one's going to go, looks like maybe it's just been allowed to expire. So let's see. Maybe it just went away from my screen. Also of note, if you are headed towards Savannah tonight, we do already have a tornado warning out there. So some good news as far as our area is concerned. We did just get that canceled tornado warning for Dodge and Telfair County. Let's see, severe thunderstorm warning continues for Jefferson, Johnson, Lawrence, Montgomery, Telfair, Toombs, Trootland, and Wheeler counties. So it looks like we might be getting out of some of these tornado warnings as the system gets closer to the east. That is some good news. Everybody can maybe rest a little bit easier, knowing you can go home and just kind of make dinner and be fine. But also know that we have had several reports of damage in areas of Bibb County, especially near the Wesleyan area. We've seen the reports of damage there. Reports from Taylor County near Mock of some tornado damage there, well, likely tornado damage there. So we're just trying to keep up with everything right now. Hope all these storms get out of here pretty quickly. And it does look like that's kind of what's happening. Those storms to the south in areas of Telfair and Wheeler County, they were moving at 55 miles an hour. So let's keep that going. Let's keep these guys trucking out of here. Let's get this last circulation out of here. And hopefully, we can start the news that Shelby produced for us a little bit earlier today. Right now we are still seeing that little bit of a circulation kind of crossing over I-16. This is going to be right near the Trootland County line where we're seeing this for this afternoon. We are getting more reports from some of our EMs up in Baldwin County near Meriwether. Numerous trees and power lines down along 441. That was one that we had talked about a little bit earlier that just kind of really spun up really fast as far as like getting its rotation in order. But hopefully no injuries. So far, no injuries, at least from our Taylor County reports. And hopefully everybody stayed safe. We had a lot of heads up on a lot of these storms today, so hopefully it kind of stays like that. So yeah, just one more tornado warning in our area. Like I said, we've got kind of a cover-all severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued for the remaining counties that are along this line. So I think that most of this is starting to get a little bit less spinny, hopefully. And hopefully we see less in the way of that shear for this evening. But we're not going to neglect that we do have some rotation in some of these storms that are down further to our south. So it's a little bit abstract right now, but those tornado warnings do exist further to our south, coming out of Ashburn towards the Fitzgerald area. So if you're close to there, just be ready to get in your safe place. If you haven't seen the line move through, be ready to get in your safe place. But if you have seen the line come through, then you are done and you can rest easy for tonight. Let's see, let's check up near Sandersville what we got going on. It doesn't look like much in the way of rotation there, but definitely some strong winds coming through. We're seeing those strong winds in Dublin as well. Like I said, crossing I-16 right here is really where we're seeing that last bit of any kind of rotation as the line starts to push through. Something to watch probably right about here. Let's check that one. So that's all just part of the same tornado warning right now. That's going to continue into Trootland County. Let's see how long this actual warning goes to. Once again, this is going to be east of Dublin. If you're in downtown Dublin, you should be pretty good. If we actually want to take a look at our camera, Andrew, then we can take a look at what's going on in downtown Dublin right now, because it is some heavy rain. It did finally get dark out there, but we have a new tornado warning that has been issued for northern portions of Lawrence County heading into Johnson County. So let's go ahead and get right into this one. We just kind of saw that a little bit. This is, let's see, over Bruton, 8 miles northeast of Dublin, northeast at 45 miles per hour. So this one kind of just got stuck, looks like, between for Johnson and Lawrence County until 5:30 p.m. So Bruton and Kite, you guys are within this warning. This is moving around 45 miles per hour, so we'll go ahead and put a tracker on this one as well. And hopefully we can get this out here pretty fast. So by 4:55, that's pretty much right now. We're going to see that Jordan Grove Church Road, 459, Span, Liberty Grove Church, Kite by 519, and Kite Elementary School by 519 as well. So that's what we're watching right now with this severe thunderstorm, or this tornado warning. This is our newest one. We continue with really just that one and this other one that's moving out of Lawrence County. Got a lot of lightning on this one as well. And I'm going to make sure I've got the camera pointed there for our 41 NBC sky view. So yeah, this is generally pointed further off to the east. Let's see if we can get that one. Andrew, if we could pull up our sky view. So just trying to move it around. That's looking kind of to the north and to the east. So generally, probably in the area where we're seeing that that tornado warning. This is going to be looking down as I keep turning it. This is closer to that Trootland County storm that is warned as well. But this is all looking from downtown Dublin right now. Not part of a tornado warning downtown Dublin. It's going to be just kind of around there where we're seeing these tornado warnings right now. So let's take a look at what's happening in our Weather Service chat. So we have our tornado warning for Johnson, Lawrence, and Trootland County over Rockledge, 8 miles northwest of Soperton. Got a lot of tornado warnings coming in. So right now, we are continuing to track this one that's moving into Johnson County. Right now over Bruton, that's the one we were just looking at. We've also still got this one that's trying to push from areas of Lawrence County into Trootland County, and that is our newest tornado warning. So that tornado warning goes until 5:30. For Adrian, Gillis Springs, and Swainsboro. If you are any of those areas we talked about, then do know that you need to be finding your safe place. You are within the polygon. That's really where we're seeing kind of the strongest storms at the moment. You can see it's pretty dark on our 41 sky view right now. This is from downtown Dublin, so once again, downtown Dublin is not really in this. They're just outside of it, but it is our best view of some of those southern counties right now. So, counties within the polygons. You need to get in your safe place right now. This is moving out as far as this tornado warned storm that's moving into Johnson County. This is now moving out of Lawrence County. So we're seeing that velocity product right now just to the north of Bruton along 319 near Lovett and Span. We just kind of talked about that. This is moving relatively quickly into areas of Johnson County. Let's check and see if we have anything kind of picked up. So could see a few maybe signatures that something's picked up, but right now our velocity is just really pretty impressive with how this is continuing to wrap up out there. So that's 319. This is kind of right by headed towards Span. 15 out here as well as this moves further to the north and the east. So this is moving towards generally Wrightsville, Kite. We're getting a bunch of flood warnings in right now, so Most of those are really not for our area at the moment. We're also getting some damage reports from earlier today, so that does include Bon Air. We're getting reports that one house has been completely destroyed. Power is out, power lines are down. Homeowner reports no injuries, so that is some good news. That so far, we haven't had much in the way of injuries, but we got to stay on top of it because we're not done yet. It's so tempting to just be over it, but we are not done yet. This storm right now, it has one of our newest tornado warnings on it, just to the north of Bruton, heading towards the Wrightsville area. I'll go ahead and put our reflectivity back on this as well. It doesn't look great on reflectivity, but definitely on our velocity product, it looks like it is wrapped up. So this one, once again, if you're just joining us, it's been a long day and we are kind of nearing the end of our tornado threat, but we got to get it through our southern and eastern counties for this evening. So this latest tornado warning goes until 5:30. So that's 30 more minutes on that warning. We're continuing that tornado warning as well for Johnson and Lawrence County. This is now a confirmed tornado located over Lovett near Wrightsville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. So what we were just looking at, that is now confirmed as a TDS. We'll go back to it. So this is where we're watching right now, like right over Lovett is what we're seeing headed towards the span area. You can see how that definitely got a little bit bigger. So when you see the greens and yellows, that's really more of a sign that you got that negative correlation coefficient out there. And once again, if you're just joining us, that's kind of our sign that we've got debris being lofted in the air because the radar is picking up something that's a different size than hail or raindrops or something like that. So that's how we know that we've got debris. That's how we know we have a confirmed tornado on the ground right now. This is going to be pretty much directly over the Lovett area. This is moving east-northeast, so span, you need to be in your safe place right now, probably before right now, actually. We are going to continue to see this moving off to the east. So we're going to look at Wrightsville. You should be in your safe place. If you're along 319 near Wrightsville, you should be in your safe place because this is continuing to track further to the north and to the east. You can see how it kind of just spins up there. So we will put a tracker back on this one. So Span by 5:03, Pine Hill Church by 5:04, Cypress Grove Church by 5:11, Moore's Chapel by 5:13, and Gumlog Church by 5:23. You guys have a lot of lead time on this. This is plenty of time to get in your safe place, to get to that lowest level of your home and put as many walls between you and the confirmed tornado as possible. So that's what we're watching right now. Once again, a confirmed tornado located over Lovett, now moving further to the north and to the east, into the span area and into portions of Johnson County. So we're almost done with this portion in areas of Lawrence County. So once again, we've got the reports of damage. We've had some reports here in Bibb County. We've had some reports in Houston County and Taylor County. We would love to hear your reports and any pictures that you have to go along with them at this point as well. So we're going to kind of jump back down further to the south because we've also got these circulations down here. We've got two separate circulations now moving into Trootland County. So we've got this one that's headed towards the Adrian area. This is going to just kind of clip Trootland County as it moves through, but we've also got this tornado warned storm right here down closer just to the north and west of Soperton. So I know that that area is going to be a little bit more populated. So if you are in the Soperton area, even though this is going further to the north and to the east, you still want to be finding that safe place tonight. Because this storm is moving relatively quickly, as a lot of them have been. And also, if you're trying to get out and see anything, you won't. These are all rain wrapped. There's all rain way ahead of where we're actually seeing that circulation. So it has been, it's been a pretty rainy day already. You really don't want to get out there and try and deal with a lot of this stuff. Okay, so no updates from the Weather Service. That is typically going to be good news. You look further to our south and really kind of quiet. Eerily quiet. Severe thunderstorm warning continues for areas of Wheeler and Telfair counties. So I'll go ahead and put that up here as well because we're still talking about 60-mile-per-hour winds possible in some of these strong storms. So this is going for Telfair, Wheeler County. It's until 5:30. Like we said, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Could see some penny-sized hail in a few of these as well. So just something to be aware of. But right now, really the main concern is our 2 tornado warned storms. Those are currently moving out of Lawrence County and into areas of Johnson and Trootland counties this evening. I'll also note that this strong storm in areas of Washington County is moving out right now. So we're going to check this one out because it's trying to curl up again, but it looks like we're okay up there for right now. We'll get back down into here though, because this is really where we're seeing a few separate areas of rotation. So like we were saying, that one area of Johnson County, that's got that little area of rotation right there. We're going to see this area that's moving towards Adrian, moving into Trootland County. And we've also got another area of rotation further to our south in Trootland County, kind of just hovering along I-16 is really where that's been for a good bit of the afternoon, because you can see how that kind of moves up and just kind of scoops up towards I-16. So this is going to be north of Soperton, probably close to the Soperton exit along I-16, near the Orland area. So you guys should already be in your safe place there and headed generally towards the Gillis Springs area. So in general, almost all of this is done, but we are continuing to see most of the lightning, which is once again kind of how we know that things are strengthening. When you see all of this lightning right here, that's going to continue to kind of show that this is strengthening. We lost a lot of it on this northern storm, so that's some good news there as well. But further to the south, Wheeler, Telfair County, we did have some confirmed tornadoes push through areas of Dodge County a little bit earlier, but now all of that is kind of just forming into that one line, which is what we like to see. We would like to see that, you know, kind of all the way. We do have to watch further to our south because it gets a little bit messy right here in this area, but as long as we keep an eye on it, should be pretty good for right now. A big picture, most of this is moving out. The tornado watch will likely be lifted from most of our area as we are heading into the early evening. It's really about getting all of this out of here for right now with the 2 remaining tornado warnings that we have. So right now it looks like they're going to keep those ones coming. All right, so let's get back to what we got going on right here. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Nope, they're just going to let that one go. All right, so Washington County, still a lot of lightning on this storm just to the north and east of Sandersville. You head further to the south, Wrightsville, you guys are kind of getting the most of that rain and thunder and lightning for right now. If you're in Dublin, you're done. You're out of this. No need to worry about this anymore. It's really about the storm that's kind of wrapping up, heading into the Adrian area. But this is also going to kind of make its way out of Trootland County as well. So hopefully we can get all this out of here relatively soon. 2 separate areas of circulation, though, kind of within that. So one's right along I-16, one's closer to Adrian. Regardless, we're going to see heavy rain. We're going to see gusty winds as we continue through the rest of this system. So that's probably going to be about 30 more minutes or so. The latest as far as these tornado warnings are concerned. Let's see. Got to pick through them. Got too many warnings. This is by 5:30. That one's going to be done. So we've got about 23 more minutes. I imagine some parts of the county are going to get cut out of this, especially Lawrence County, because you guys are pretty much done with this one. We'll head back further to the north, to this one that's moving through Johnson County. This one also goes through 5:30. So hopefully we can get these expired a little bit early. But as far as our velocity product, we're still seeing just that little bit of rotation pushing into Johnson County. It is definitely, I would say, a little bit better here in Trootland County, but it's really starting to move out. So we will put another tracker on this one. Gillis Springs, you guys still definitely in the path of this storm. Blackville by 5:09, it's 5:08 right now, so should have already been in there because we have had this warning out for a while, these polygons out for a while. Gillis Springs, it should be in your area by around 5:14. Boiling Springs Church, 5:15. Holton's Chapel, 5:16. And Covina by 5:19. So that is out of our viewing area entirely once you get to Covina. So hopefully these things will keep on moving. Let's go ahead and look. I know that it's been a long day, but we've had a lot of rainfall as well. It hasn't just been all of these tornadic storms, although once again we have seen reports of damage across middle Georgia. So I want to go ahead and show you kind of what we're dealing with as far as rainfall totals so far today. Some places have already seen several inches of rainfall. Let's check up Forsyth. This is radar indicated rainfall, but around 3.4 inches of rainfall there just to the north of Gray, around 2.9 inches. Milledgeville, 3.4 inches. So this, I guess, it's getting us out of the drought right now. Sparta, you guys have picked up some beneficial rainfall as well. Let's check our NWS chat. Tornado warning continuing for Johnson County. So this takes you out of this for a little bit, Lawrence County. Let's check and see where that one is. So we've got one more kind of tornado warning that's still in parts of Lawrence County, but this one in Johnson County just kind of continues heading towards Kite. So we'll go ahead and flip over to our velocity product right now. Just enough rotation, and with how things have been today, I think it's fine that we keep this warning up. This is about to cross over. It looks like 18, headed generally towards Kite. Let's see if we have another one. Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Jefferson and Washington counties. So we'll go back there. Right, so we're just kind of chasing this last little storm out of Washington County. Once that gets out of here, it's really just going to be the rain, the lightning, and the thunder that we're dealing with. It's not even going to be all that windy as we're heading into the rest of the evening. But we're going to head back down, like I said, to areas of Johnson County. We have that new tornado warning, which is really just kind of a continuation of the old one. Tornado watch has been canceled for most of the area, so some good news there as well. Congrats, we made it, most of us. But this is now moving out of, and we got our latest update in Trootland County. So that storm moving through Gillis Springs right now has been alerted. So that's Emmanuel and Trootland County, Gillis Springs and Swainsboro. This is radar indicated rotation with this storm once again. Heavy rain regardless of the tornado right now, but we'll go ahead and check out that rotation as well. So we're seeing that right now kind of just to the west of Gillis Springs. This is going to be moving out of Trootland County relatively quickly. Go ahead and check the timing. It's moving at 50 miles an hour. So this is a very fast system. The one to the north is moving east at around 40 miles per hour. So that one's a little bit slower, but we'll go ahead and kind of check this one out. So our storm right now in Johnson County should be in Meeks by around 5:16, Mount Olive Church by 5:17, should be in Kite by around 5:23, and Bethel Church by around 5:27. So that should get us to that 5:30 marker. We're also watching that storm a little bit further to the south. So we'll go down here towards Gillis Springs. Once again, this is moving out of Trootland County. We should be out of here relatively quickly. So Gillis Springs by 5:14, that's pretty much right now. Outlaw Grove Church by 5:16 and Covina by 5:20. We are so close, you guys. Then these storms will be out of here. But this line has really started to kind of pick it up this afternoon. Once again, if you're just joining us and you've already seen the main line of storms come through, then you are done with your severe weather threat for tonight. It should be just this lingering rain, but we do have two areas of severe thunderstorms and tornado warned storms out there for right now. So that does include the small part of Trootland County that's just to the north of I-16. That does include Gillis Springs there. We're also continuing to track a tornado warned storm in Johnson County that is headed generally towards Kite. I will say the Kite storm, though, has been looking a little bit less impressive as it's moved further off to the east. So hopefully all of these are kind of calming down a little bit, and we're going to see a little bit less in the way of that tornadic expression as far as what we're seeing on our velocity signatures. It does look like we've got maybe a little something that we're picking up right here just out to the west of Gillis Springs. So that is our Trootland County tornado. It does look like we could have a little bit of a confirmed tornado signature right there. So a TDS That is just out to the west of Gillis Springs, generally headed towards the Covina area north of I-16 in Trootland County. So if you're in Soberton, you don't have to worry about this. This is to your north. If you're in Blackville, this is off to your east, and so this is moving to the east and northeast this evening. But generally, Gillis Springs, you guys need to be getting in that safe place right now because we do have that little pop-up right there that goes along with where we're seeing kind of that pop in our wind speeds as well. So let's check out the wind speeds. Around 66 miles per hour. This is once again sampling a little bit higher up in the atmosphere. So that's something that we have to kind of watch pretty closely. But still seeing that potential that we have got a confirmed tornado there. I imagine that the Weather Service is probably going to comment on this one relatively soon. But right now we're seeing radar indicated, and this once again continues until 5:30. So we got about 15 more minutes on that warning. You need to be in your safe place if you are in Gillis Springs because you are right next to what looks to be a confirmed tornado over closer to Johnson County. Really just seeing kind of some pretty broad rotation that's moving generally towards the Kite area. So I'll show you those polygons once again. You can see this one. If you try and see anything, it's going to be rain wrapped. It's just not going to be a good look for any of these storms out there if you're out trying to chase them this afternoon. You get down further to the south, like I said, where we were seeing things kind of wrapping up and we're seeing that potential for maybe some debris in the Gillis Springs area. That's really kind of pushing out right now as well. So good news is we're getting all of this out of middle Georgia. Bad news is we have already seen some damage across the area as well. So it's something that we've been watching pretty closely pretty much all day. I will say that with this rotation up here in Johnson County, maybe headed towards 221. Let's see how far or how fast that one is. So that's the 40-mile-per-hour storm. Yeah, it's getting out of here pretty fast. Oh. All right, so Lovett Church, you are in the path of this storm. Kite, this storm should be in your area by 5:25. You've got about a 9-minute head start on this one. Oak Chapel, 5:32. Blundale, 5:37. This will be in your area. Just if you have anywhere to go, just wait it out. It's almost gone. You've got like 15 more minutes on this, and then it should be gone out of your area. These are moving very quickly out there for this afternoon and evening, especially this one right now that's moving out of Trootland County. Soperton, you guys are cleared, so some good news there, but all of this is really moving out very quickly. I'm expecting to see some cancellations on a couple of these very quickly. We've also still got some severe thunderstorm warnings continuing, and really check out the storm that's closer to Savannah. If you are headed to Savannah, I would avoid all of this right here along I-16 because that is a lot of lightning, and you probably got some pretty big hail in that system as well. So let's see what the Weather Service is saying. So severe thunderstorm warning canceled for Washington County. Let's see if we've still got, so we do still have some debris pushing out of Trootland County. So this is now going to be to the north of Gillis Springs. This is just out to the east of 221. Emmanuel County now in a tornado warning. So that's technically not in our viewing area, but we can talk about it for a second while we do still have our Johnson County storm that is up. But I am just going to let you know once again that this is likely some debris in parts of northern Trootland County, just to the north of Gillis Springs. It actually started out just to the west of Gillis Springs, so that is moving further to the north and to the east. If you know somebody over in Covina, you need to call them, tell them to get in their safe place if they're not already there, because that is our newest tornado warning. So that has taken Trootland County out. Trootland County, you guys are no longer in a tornado warning. That system has moved on. We have one more tornado warning left before this line pretty much moves all the way out of our area. We've still got this line, including the severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Wheeler and Telfair counties this evening. But in general, we're not seeing a ton of spin on these right now. We've seen a little bit more further to the south, but really hoping we can get some more storms down there to kind of absorb some of that inflow. But we're almost done. So once we can get this, this tornado warned storm out of Johnson County, maybe replace it with the severe thunderstorm warning, we should be pretty good out there. So we're seeing that severe thunderstorm warning continuing for Trootland, Wheeler, Telfair counties. Also, once again, we did have some damage over near the Wesleyan area. So if you are heading that way for tonight and you can avoid it, I would just avoid it, because we're seeing that some streetlights are down, traffic signals aren't working right now. We've got some roads blocked in parts of middle Georgia. So if you can, try and get out of those emergency workers' ways just as long as we can. But the good news is a lot of this stuff is moving out for tonight. We'll go ahead and go back to where we have our one kind of lingering area of rotation. It's still not great out there as far as our rotation that's happening in Johnson County. So that is good news for all of us. Hopefully we can get that tornado warning canceled relatively soon. And then you guys can have news. You can have your TV back for news. But this is still for Johnson County. You've got 10 more minutes on this tornado warning right now as that system kind of passes through the Kite area. Not seeing much from the National Weather Service about kind of what's going to go on with this, but we did have that TDS down in Trootland County. So if you know anyone near Gillis Springs, might want to call and check on them as well, because we did have a confirmed tornado down in that area just a couple of minutes ago, and that's now started to move out further to the north and to the east. So one last tornado warning right now in Johnson County. Hopefully it stays that way, because everything's really clearing out further to the south. We're already starting to see some clearing, at least from the rainfall in areas of Monroe County. We'll see that pretty soon here in Macon as well. And we've started to see that in Houston County as well. And I know that, you know, a lot of places are going to be getting out, checking for damage. It's so much better when it's not raining on you and you're doing that as that happens. So we're going to see the strongest of this line pushing out. It's already pushing out of Trootland County. Wheeler and Telfair counties kind of continuing to see the strongest of that line as well. And then this last little bit of rotation in areas of Johnson County will be moving out. So like I said, really not impressive rotation on it at the moment. Might just be kind of waiting this one out to see if that one gets just regular expired. But it's through Kite right now. You guys are probably seeing kind of the worst of it as far as our wind speeds are concerned. Maybe 30, 40 mile per hour winds. So